The Wandavision actress has recently risen to fame and become a household name. But the fact is, she's been on our screens for nearly 20 years. Why does she contradict the fact that she's been acting since she was a child? What Easter egg to her past is hidden in Wandavision? Let's check it out.
And where are the twins?
Before there was Elizabeth Olsen, there were the Olsen twins. Though Elizabeth rose to fame all on her own. Her sisters, the 90s icons Mary-Kate and Ashley, became stars sharing the role of Michelle Tanner in the sitcom Full House. Little Elizabeth hadn't even been born yet when the show began. It didn't stop her from snagging a small part on the series finale though, as Girl with Flowers. She was already familiar with the business since a year prior, she'd also appeared in the Olsen twin flick How the West Was Fun as Girl in Car. Even though these were technically her acting debuts, Olsen doesn't consider this time the beginning of her career, as she was only really cast since she happened to be around with her sisters. There is one unique tie the actress has with Full House's Michelle Tanner though. Her middle name is Elizabeth, which was likely a tribute to the littlest Olsen.
But like the actual experience of doing it, I don't remember so much.
The Avengers wasn't Olsen's first experience with CGI. It was actually while shooting the 2014 film Godzilla. Though there was no green screen to be seen for that movie, it was just a lot of specific eye lines and imagination in a process that Olsen described as magic. Of course, in Avengers, she dove into a world of very complex CGI, especially for these fiery scenes.
After this.
For someone who wasn't very active on social media and only joined Instagram in 2017, Olsen was surprisingly convincing playing the popular influencer Taylor in the film Ingrid Goes West.
Last one.
The actress was actually shocked to find out that being an influencer is an actual career. It's surprising to learn that with how much of her life has been spent in the public eye, the life of her character wasn't really something she was able to connect with. Goes to show just how skilled an actor she actually is.
Try one with the peace sign.
Yeah.
Considering Olsen does so many intense and psychologically demanding roles, this was quite a change from her norm. Olsen played the love interest of Josh Radnor, who also wrote and directed the film. The two performers happened to have the same agent, and when the agent had read the first part of the script, she felt Olsen would be perfect for the part and suggested her to Radnor. It took a year and a half, but the actors finally met, and a week later, Olsen was given the role. In the film, the two are meant to have shared a 16-year age gap, which actually wasn't too far off from reality, since the actors do have a 14-year age gap between them.
Jesse, hand me that lemonade.
This 2011 film marked what Olsen felt to be the true beginning of her career and is widely considered her breakout role. Having received the part and finding so much success so soon after finishing school, Olsen was thrown into the industry with multiple offers coming her way. Looking back, the actress said that if she'd worked more before the role of Martha, she probably would have been choosier with the roles that she took.
People don't need careers, people should just exist.
This Facebook Watch TV series is the first in which Olsen actually had a leading role. Olsen was praised for her nuanced and thoughtful performance, and the show itself was well reviewed. But despite all of this, it didn't really gain much of a viewership and only ran from 2018 to 2019. Though we are glad she's free now to be Wanda Maximoff.
You have to be there.
Definitely not a show with a small audience.
He needed a distraction.
Olsen suited up and went through rigorous training to take on the role of an FBI rookie in the murder mystery Wind River. After doing 6 months of self-defense training and 3 months of weapon training, the hard work wasn't over. Olsen and the crew were working under extremely tough weather conditions, leaving the actress tired and always feeling like she had a very good day at work. This was a role that really excited her because it's not one that she ever thought would have been written for her.
You hear me?
Yeah, of course.
Olsen had a wonderful experience working alongside another one of our favorite actors, Daniel Radcliffe, in the 2013 film Kill Your Darlings. In the film, Radcliffe played Allen Ginsberg, and Olsen, the lover and eventual wife of Jack Kerouac, Edie Parker. The actress definitely went the extra mile to get into character, often showing up to set in 40s styles outfits, reflecting the era the film was taking place.
The police came and took him down to the tombs.
Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding was the first job she got out of school, starring alongside Jane Fonda and Catherine Keener. It was a busy year for her since she started filming for Martha, Marcy, May, Marlene while she was still on set for this film. Olsen charmed everyone as the nerdy teenager in what was called a great feminist film. A solid start to an amazing career on screen.
Ask the goddess to bring you
Sorry, I can't do that.
The 2011 remake of the Spanish film, La Casa Muda, was no walk in the park for Olsen, who suffered nightmares while filming as a result of all the dark and creepy content. On top of long and exhausting days, the actress was also required to cry a lot in the film that actually caused her to be sick.
God, I wish we got it, but we didn't, so we're gonna just do it again.
Elizabeth Olsen and Dakota Fanning together seems like a winning combo, but unfortunately, the film turned out to be a bit of a flop. The major flaw was that Fanning and Olsen weren't quite the right fit for a pair of naive teenagers. While it wasn't a success, it certainly didn't do any damage to Olsen's career.
Not exactly.
I Saw the Light features not one, but two favorites from Marvel. Tom Hiddleston, also known as Loki, starred alongside Olsen in this film about a famous country singer, Hank Williams. Olsen actually sings in the film as well. Even though she sings poorly, it was on purpose for the film. Now that we're seeing more crossovers in MCU happening, maybe Olsen and Hiddleston will appear on screen together again in the new Loki series.
What?
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
Sometimes, life just works out the way it's supposed to. It definitely did for Olsen when she was cast in this psychological thriller alongside Robert De Niro. She happened to be studying psychology at the time at NYU. Even though she acted alongside De Niro in the film, Olsen said she'd never approach him in the street due to her social anxiety, which causes her to become nervous with colleagues when she isn't in some kind of work environment with them.
Where'd it go?
Lift your glass, please.
This film was one that really excited Olsen when she read it. So much so that she sought out the film so she could be part of it. The movie is a remake of a South Korean film, but Olsen actually had no idea it wasn't an original film when she read it. If you've seen the movie, you'll notice she has lots of tattoos. Olsen got to have some input on them and chose to include an octopus tattoo as a nod to the original film. In it, her character had to eat an octopus. Let's just say she wasn't too upset that she didn't have to do the same.
Which is important for lots of reasons.
In Secret was the first film to bring Olsen from the art house indie scene to the multiplex. The film is based on the book Thérèse Raquin by Émile Zola, and when Olsen was sent the script by the producer Mickey Liddell, she was taking a class in university called Realism and Naturalism in Theater. Her first assignment for the class was reading that book and the play that it's based on. Not only did she love the film script, but she found a new appreciation for the whole project academically as well. The stars definitely aligned for this one.
There are a couple specific moments where I was kind of pinching myself at night being like, that was awesome.
It's incredible to think of how varied a career Olsen has had in a fairly short period of time. Now, we've got some great content to check out while we're waiting for the Scarlet Witch to take the screen again in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness.